So in today's reading, we're going to be doing your blessings that are coming in for you. So what blessings are coming in for you next or in the near future? And so you're going to pick from one of these three piles, 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to draw up some charms for you and another card in just a second. But I'm going to give you a second to look. I don't know why I'm feeling nervous. And so I'm getting a nervous energy. I feel like there is big things coming and it's going to make you very nervous. Oops, and I just dropped my incense. And so like clumsy vibes too. You're going to feel like a new person. You're going to feel like the new person. Because new is often uncomfortable. And so I'm just seeing change. Boom. And now I'm going to give you a card to choose from. For each of the piles. And so for pile 1, you're going to have this card. And for pile 2, we're going to have this card. And then for pile 3, that card. Wow. Okay, and then one more for each of them too. Boom, boom, and boom. And so that'll be the first card we flip over. Or maybe like the second. We'll see when we flip it over. But yes, I like that card. And so I wanted to use the deck more. And then also some charms. So one charm for each, so I'm gonna draw. We have love for pile 1. It says love with a little heart instead of an O. For pile 2, we have Tinkerbell. And for pile 3, we have a leaf. Very cute, very pretty. And so this is your blessings next and how your energy will be changing, what's coming in for you next, what's next in love, that kind of energy. It's all of that. And so we'll see what comes in for you next. Oh, I also have a stone, I forgot. And so the first pile is blue apatite, which is funny because when I was walking outside earlier, I literally just found this crystal and I haven't seen it in forever. It was in the dirt and like it was just sitting there and I saw it. The second pile is sodalite and third pile is goldstone. And so choose one of these 3 crystals or from the card that you saw a second ago or the charm and go to your pile whenever you're ready. Lots of fun messages so far. It's very pretty. Okay, so pile 1, you chose blue apatite, which like I said, is very cute because we have this crystal right here. And then the little love charm. And so we're gonna keep that. And first thing we're gonna do, we can get out this card. This was your card you chose. And I think I'm gonna draw just a couple more charms in the beginning, just to see what comes out. And then I'm gonna flip all the cards over in just a second. So I'm gonna shuffle it just a little bit. And just a couple more charms. A star, a steering wheel, and then a cat. A very cute little cat. And let's flip your cards over. I'm gonna start with these ones. So your first card is the 5 of Swords. The 3 of Cups. The Empress. The 9 of Swords. And then the Lovers. And then your next card, we have Magenta of Eros, which has showed up, I feel like, a lot recently in readings. Then we have Imprisonment, Thief, we have Visualize, we have Heal, and we have Everything over Love, or Love over Everything. And then we have the 8 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. And then so next, we have this card. We have this card, which is Air. We have these cards, and so Death, the 6 of Swords, the 10 of Coins, and the King of Coins. We have Flaming Tropics, we have sacrifice, we have love, and we have the throat chakra. And so big message, lots of messages, definitely. But before we start, I'm gonna ring the bell and then spray the spray to center my energy. And I forgot to light your candle. So let me do that. Boom. And let me start your reading. And so the first thing I'm seeing is you feel a little bit defeated right now. Right now you're in an energy that like maybe you're not good enough, maybe there's just not enough like in your energy that's very like positive, but I'm also seeing you have this Empress vibe, and so you know your value. What I'm getting to is a big energy that right now you're in an energy of like anxiety, you're fearful of things. And the Nine of Swords is about anxiety. It's about things that are imagined in your mind taking control of you. And so I'm seeing that in the past something did happen, but it's like now it's all in your mind. Now you're still like, you're trapping yourself in the past. You could be all up here doing all this, but you're on the floor like scared. And so there's this energy of a fear of like starting a new cycle. There's a new cycle starting, and there's an energy of like wanting to run away from the cycle just a little bit. And then we have Magenta of Arrows, which is all about that first jump and having the faith to take the first jump. I'm gonna get the book actually, just so I can like say exactly, because it says it good. It says, trust in what your heart yearns for without concern about how it will manifest. Take steps towards that which moves your heart. Reach out for what your soul wants and needs. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, for only then can you truly be held. That which appears out of reach is or unavailable to you is closer than you realize. And so it's literally saying to follow your heart. You're closer than you realize, so don't feel down. Don't feel like in this energy at all. Like, get up. It's saying to just get up and keep going. Literally everything you want, including like, it looks like soulmate connections, strong connections, loving connections are on like literally the horizon. And so I'm seeing that like in the past there was a little bit of hardship, but it's like now it's all in your mind. Now everything is in your mind. You're imprisoning yourself kind of by choice is what I'm getting. And you're letting like things steal from you that you don't need. You literally have the power of visualization on your side. You can heal situations. You can heal anything with just your mind, with just your own energy. And that's what I'm getting is you're healing out of the situation. But right now you're still letting your mind venture into this Eight of Swords, into a territory where it's like you are controlling your, like you're making decisions that you're not proud of, you're not happy with. And it's because you're in this lack mentality still. You're in this like fearful, you're in this guarded mentality. So you're blocking things off. You're not allowing things into your energy, and like you're not like the flow's not open. There's like walls around you kind of. And the universe is saying that you can trust the universe, literally. The universe is saying to sacrifice these, like to drop the guard, to trust that the universe has you moving to calmer waters and that you're transforming, that your Ten of Pentacles is coming in. You are very good at what you do. There's something that you're very good at, and your blessings are coming in because you've been working very hard. And so there's no reason to disbelieve that this is happening. It literally is happening. The universe is saying to choose unconditional love and to choose to trust in the universe, to choose to know that the best is yet to come, the yet is on the way, and the yet is coming. It's really close, actually. I'm seeing that there's just a guard up. That's what your message is all about. You stopping yourself from doing things and like keeping this guard up. You imprisoning yourself just a little bit. And it's this mentality that like, you're not communicating what you need enough to. And so it's this mentality of like open communication. What I'm also getting to is blue apatite's a stone of like, it's about asking for help. And so you could have this trouble where you don't speak up, you don't ask for help, and you don't like communicate your needs to other people very well, and so you don't always get your side of the story across. And so there's this energy of like learning to do that and becoming comfortable doing that. There's this energy that you're stepping into that's very confident, that knows like it owns what it owns, and like it knows its stuff, it knows its place. And so there's an energy that you're coming into that's just amazing. You're literally stepping into, I feel like it's some kind of star energy, but you're like a little bit defeated right now. You're already in this star energy. That's what I'm getting, is you're already in the star energy and you're calibrating. And I feel like your spirit guides are saying that they're right behind you and they love you the most. This is a very clear message, I feel like. You have this flaming tropical energy, so you have this fiery passion that you're not really like putting anywhere. You're not putting into action right now. You are, I am seeing like you are, but like you could be doing more with it because you're not letting yourself be happy sometimes. And you're kind of not living in the moment a little bit. You're imprisoning yourself in the past just a little bit. And so that's what I'm seeing is like if you get rid of that energy, if you cleanse that energy, which is what blue apatite's all about too, is like letting the universe step in and help you heal that energy. And so I feel like you have very positive things ahead of you. Literally the blue and the red coming out like that, it's perfect. It's beautiful. And then the air card too, you have so much, like there's so much ability with your voice that you're not doing. There's so much that you could be doing more, I feel like. And not more as in like do more work, like work harder, do this, but it's like more that you want to be doing. There's more that you want to do that you stop yourself from doing. You're limiting your perspective just a little bit. And so as soon as you drop that, I'm seeing that everything's coming in for you. Literally, you're becoming this 10 of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles. You're gonna be the owner of like a great deal. You're coming out of a bad place too. You're transforming. This is a Death and Rebirth vibe. This is the Phoenix. But you're not having to actually die this time. You're leveling up. With the Empress too, this is what you believe you are. You're just not letting yourself believe it. Like, you're not letting yourself admit it. And then this is what's stopping the Lovers, because you're not like, you're so about your energy. You're not like, I'm getting the message too that you're like, you're seeing somebody else as like so amazing, and like you're thinking about how like amazing someone is, and it's like you're not on their level, and so now you don't see yourself at their level. You see yourself as lesser, and so it's like you're like looking down on yourself just a little bit. And so there's this energy that you need to bring your energy up and like be like, you need to look eye to eye with the people that you're around. And so don't look down on yourself, don't look down to yourself. Like, think of yourself as equal to everybody, like in that way, where it's like you're not comparing yourself. So there's a comparison that needs to be dropped. But other than that, this is amazing energy. And that's what I'm seeing. Your blessings are all coming in. Your blessings are financial. Your blessings are stability and beauty and like happiness and grace and friendships. I'm seeing like very much an overall like transformation. There's a want to be out of prison almost, it seems. There's a want for a new life, and that's what I'm getting, that's what's coming, is a new life, a completely like reinvented life. And I feel like that's exactly what you want to come in. Like, everything that you want to come in is what I'm getting, is because like the Lovers, we have friendships, we have happiness. This is like after soulmate connections, I feel like, too. And so this is saying that like you've learned your lessons from love, and like you're ready to have an actual like love that's good. And so I see great things. I'm not really seeing any kind of like, I'm seeing that you're probably putting your energy of like transformation, this like idea, into some kind of art form, but I'm not seeing you do anything really with the art form. And so I'm getting the message that you should start to like venture out and do more on your own, do more like independently to make money, kind of, in a way. Because I'm seeing that you're very good at things, but you don't really try to profit off of them. You have them more as hobbies, and I see that you kind of work like a 9 to 5, probably, like, more so, and that feels very constricting too. And so I just see you gaining like gaining freedom from this like this 9 to 5 grind that you feel stuck in. You're stepping into your own energy, and so you're gonna believe in yourself enough to actually achieve things and do things. And so I see that you are gonna be walking away from like anything that like just takes your time and takes your energy. And so stuff like that, and like you're going to be speaking up for yourself. You're going to be able to communicate your wants and needs from a job better. And so you're going to be looking for new careers. And that's what I'm getting to, is career energy rather than quick energy. And so I feel like in terms of like marriage and stuff, you're looking more for the now. You're looking for a dating now, but I feel like you're going to evolve to where you're looking more for stable connections. And so I feel like that's something you need to be looking forward to. Like, what do you want in a future relationship as well? Think about the future a little bit, is what it's saying, because your future is very bright, and I see you seeing like your future is not so bright sometimes. And so you talk your future down just a little bit. You don't realize exactly where you're going to be in just a minute. That's going to be like so much closer than you realize to your future. You don't realize how you're stopping yourself from already being exactly where you want to be just a little bit. Because we don't have the 7 of Swords, we have the 5, the 6, the 8, and the 9 of Swords. And so part of the energy is just moving on from this mentality of stuckness that is from the past, the fear of the past repeating itself. And I'm just seeing that you need to maybe communicate it, vocalize it more. Like with the people around you, and like in a way that makes you feel more heard and more seen, I feel like. But overall, amazing energy, very beautiful energy. And I feel like you're calibrating right now. You're in a calibration period. You're figuring out who you are, and you're figuring out this starlight that you're stepping into, the power that you're stepping into. And so there's just this energy of like becoming something. You know you're becoming something, and you see what you're becoming, and you're excited for it. And just the fact that like this came out, it shows me that you're such a humble person, I feel like, too. You're very humble, and you're very like, you're doing everything for a better purpose, a higher purpose. You're thinking of other people before yourself so much. And so I feel like another message too is to put yourself first, and to put yourself in the driver's seat when you, like, all the time, really, to sacrifice like the need for, or the wants, like the need to know where you're going a little bit. It says, sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illnesses, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. And then you have love next to it. And so I'm just hearing the love of the universe, but I'm getting that there's just, you could go easier. There's an easy route. There's an easier way to let go of things. There's a clinging to things. There's a clinging to bad habits just a little bit that has to be let go of. We don't have like the devil here either, which is interesting. We have death. And so it's like you've already overcome the addiction part. It's just like it's all you ever knew. And so it's like, oh, what do I do without it? That's what I'm getting. It's kind of dramatic. It's very dramatic. What am I going to do without all my problems? But like literally, that's what I'm getting. It's very beautiful though. It's very like you learned how to like you learned art from it, and so you learned how to immortalize your like pain in a way that's very good for you, in a way that helps you heal and really helping you step into your divine empress, your divine feminine energy, which is a very healing and a very like nurturing energy. And so I see you just being a light to others and helping other people. And I see you stepping into an energy where you're communicating that, you're sharing that with other people. You're starting to, and it's like you're speaking up for yourself, and you're learning how to treat people fairly, and so that makes other people treat other people fairly. And it's like you're improving the world through fairness, kind of. Very Libra vibes, not liberal, Libra. Very Libra vibes. And I think that's your message. I think it's a very beautiful message, and I think you're really stepping into your power. You're really stepping into your femininity. Whether you're masculine or feminine, or like whether you're a male or female, this is like the energy of nurturing. This is the energy of caring for yourself. We all have a divine, like masculine or divine feminine side. And so I see that your next blessing is this divine feminine energy. You're receiving something. You're receiving a lot of things, I feel like. Everything is being received for you. It's like the universe is giving you everything that you've been wishing for, kind of. Because like you're in the energy to receive it, or you're stepping into that energy. And so the universe is just asking you to work hard enough to deserve what you want. The universe is saying, work hard enough to deserve what you want, and you're gonna get it. They're giving it to you. There's no risk involved, is what I'm getting. There's no risk. There's no risk. You have the talent, you have the skill, but there's not risk anymore. And so it's this like, it's not a cockiness, but it's like it's a knowing that you're on the right path and you're in the right place at the right time. And so even though things may have pushed you off or scared you, like you are in the right place, you know you are, and you're comfortable with that. And so even the things that scare you, it's like you've overcome that. I was gonna use the dice, but I don't think I need to. So I'm gonna put them away. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. The energy is beautiful. I feel like it's perfect. It's amazing. And I feel like you're very excited. I feel like you don't see this coming really though. And so a lot of it I feel like is in mystery, is a secret a little bit. You're a little confused on it. It's like it's not showing up to you. But let's see. What can you expect next? Let's ask you just a couple questions. What can you expect next? The Empress. And so you're going to recognize your value. That's what I'm getting. The Two of Pentacles. It's going to balance your life and balance your blessings. You're going to be scaling everything out, just what I'm getting. The Three of Pentacles. And so balancing hard work and rest. Temptation. And then the Seven of Swords. And so I'm getting that the past will not repeat itself. You're going to know how to stop the past from repeating itself. Things have changed is what I'm getting. There has been a Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune has turned, and so things have changed. You're no longer going to be you're no longer going to be allowing mistakes to happen, like silly mistakes. I just saw the Star card, but it disappeared. And so maybe one more card. I did pull it. The Star card. You're stepping into your star energy. Then we have the Moon, Pisces energy. Your dreams are coming true. And the King of Cups. But yes, perfect. And this is all what you don't see coming, the Two of Swords. And that's what I'm getting. This is all a surprise to you. And you're going to be learning how to be emotionally stable. You're going to be learning how to be like emotionally stable in the sense that like things are going to be like literally popping around you. Like things are going to be changing so much. And it's like you're going to be learning to calibrate to this. This is very stressful in a way because it's a lot going on. There's a lot of new. It's all new. And it's like you just left behind this temptation energy, this bad energy. And you're putting up, I'm hearing systems in place to prevent things from repeating themselves. You're not going to let the past repeat itself. You're getting to calmer waters. You're not going to let things happen again like they used to. Things are different now. In the Nine of Cups, your wishes are coming in. It's a beautiful energy, and I'm so excited for you. Right now, your advice is to take a rest, take a break for a moment, and kind of make sure you understand what's happening because the sun's coming out. The sun's coming out to play. The sun's coming out, and it's going to be a beautiful day. And it's the stars. Because the sun and the star are kind of like, they're both stars. And so it's like the wandering star energy is what I'm getting. You're a wandering star, which is an astrology term. But that's what I'm getting, is you are a wandering star. And so everything's about to happen exactly as you want. Literally. Your spirit guides are right behind you, turning the wheel for you. And it's happening for you in love. But yes, perfect energy. Just step into your Empress energy and believe in yourself. That's all I have for you today. And the next reading's about to end for you. Starting. You had sodalite, and so this gives me the energy that you've been very talkative lately. You've had a lot of energy to communicate. I'm just getting that there's a lot in the air. There's lots of thoughts. There's lots of, I'm seeing the white and something about snow. And so like a rebirth of your imagination is what I'm hearing. But I'm just getting that things are changing for you, and things are changing in a positive way. It's exactly how you see coming. And now I'm noticing the red too. But your first card was these. Your first card was this card. And so that makes me think of like a chess game. I feel like you're planning everything to a T. But let's see. We have the Ace of Swords, the Judgment card, which is Pluto energy. We have the Tower. Oh, and I forgot about your charms. I want to get a couple more charms for you too. Your first charm is Tinkerbell, and so I am getting magic, and I'm getting like fairy godmother is what I'm hearing. Your cards, you have a seahorse, a hand with an owl on it. No, it's a hand with an eyeball this time. A 4-leaf clover. I think this is Elizabeth. I can't read it, but it's not Queen Elizabeth. And then we have a cat. And so I'm getting that you're very lucky where you stand. I'm getting that you're standing in a good spot. And I'm getting fairy godmother vibes. I'm also getting same-sex marriage vibes from this. Like gender roles and stuff like that. Like there's no need for that. Like that's the energy. Cause like how like the seahorse, like the men give birth. And so that energy, there's an energy of flipping, there's an energy of change. And so I'm getting comfort in that way. Then we have the Emperor. And lastly, the 9 of Cups. And I'm hearing a dream come true. And so I feel like a dream is coming true for you. I feel like it doesn't feel like it right now, but a dream is coming true. All your dreams are coming true kind of too. But we have Perfume of Sephora. And so I'll read that one in just a minute. From the book. Then we have Main Female. And Expectations. We have Houdini. Release. And Magnify. And then let's get some more tarot cards. You have the Knight of Cups, beautiful. The Queen of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. And so very good energy, actually. It looked a little scary there for a second. But that's because I feel like there is something scary happening with this Tower card. But I'll keep getting some cards. Then this card. We have this card. This one makes me think of like a mask. And so somebody wearing a mask, somebody hiding a little bit of something. And so we'll see that that's about in just a second. And then your last tarot cards. The Knight of Swords, the 5 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the High Priestess. So beautiful energy. Very, very good energy. I don't like to cover the cards, but we need room. There we go. And then one more layer, we have Together. Even better energy. We have Invite Help, which makes perfect sense with Together. And then we have Awakening. Gorgeous energy. Then we have Infinite Awareness. And the New Moon. And so I'm hearing a whole new life, a whole new world. Quite literally. But let me get the book and read this part for you. Page 12. It says, this is a really long one too. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take. To create space for healing and resolution, connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now. With body-friendly practices, you will find that the way you intuitively and instinctually, even though confusing circumstances, where one moment you are sure that the answer is no, and the next you are sure that the answer is yes. Give up trying to figure out the answer right now and remain open with positive and relaxed expectations. Which is interesting is you get the card, yes, expectation. And so it's saying relax expectations. That clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to the divine timing. Ooh. Very beautiful. I want to see just a little bit more. It says, trust that your questions about your life will be answered. There is danger in trying to force knowledge. Knowledge is desired to progress faster than is naturally taking place. It is disconnected from the natural rhythms and sacred feminine and power of knowing the divine timing. The oracle asks you to trust your nose, your spiritual symbol of the ability to smell is the capacity for discernment. So it's saying use your discernment. You'll be able to sniff out a situation. It says, a rose by any other name shall smell just as sweet, though nose knows. That's hilarious. I did an Etsy listing that was, it was what's in a name, and that, because that's how the thing starts. And it talks about, like, how roses, it smells so sweet. And literally, I did an Etsy ad with that, because it's like, I have the thing where it's like my name and then all my numerology. And so I took a picture, the pictures to compare it, and so that's making me think of that. And so I'm getting entrepreneur, but I'm getting spiritual awareness, the discernment now. So you're gaining the gift of discernment is what I'm getting. Developing the practice requires you to see through times when we cannot know something and trust that hopefully some equanimity is an important part of our soul's journey. If such times invoke fearful or negative predictions or anxiety based on the lack of belief that they can deal with whatever arises with grace and dignity, then work through those issues. That's literally what it says. Work through those issues. You'll be all fine. Do what you can now. Leave everything else to the loving and wise workings of the universe. Literally. On period. That's very powerful energy. And so you're connecting to that is what I'm getting. We have the Ace of Swords here. So this could be the first time you've ever heard this idea, because I'm even seeing it kind of shock you just a little bit. But it's like there's towers going on. You were transforming and you were changing on a cellular level. That's what this card is telling me. You were making the decision to change on a cellular level, and you have no idea what's in front of you. You have absolutely no idea. What's in front of you is control. It's the universe taking control, and it's the universe granting your wishes for you. It's the universe doing all the work, and you are just doing it. You're just following. You're going in the path. With mature woman, I'm just seeing you in this place of like, or no, it's this main female. And so I'm seeing you be the main character. I'm seeing that you're stepping into the main character. You're going to have a masculine come in for you too. I'm seeing romance. I'm seeing marriage. I'm seeing wishes come true. I'm seeing that you're awakening literally to the speed at which you're changing. Your life is changing. You have the Wheel of Fortune right here, which is definitely a card of change. And I do feel like it's coming from some heartbreak. And so I can even see a situation in the past where somebody was lying to you. Somebody was pretending to be something that they're not. And it's like, you did get hurt by that. But I'm seeing that like you're connecting with somebody new, and you're connecting in a new way, and you're learning how to just let the universe bring you to the right places. This new moon energy too is talking about like it's a seed that's going to project. And so I'm seeing a new seed be planted. You're planting a new seed. And so I'm hearing together, together this, I don't know, it's something about seeds and togetherness. You have this infinite awareness that the universe is working in your favor. You understand that. With the High Priestess too, right there, you're just awakening to the ability to actually follow that plan. Follow the plan the universe has naturally for you. You're awakening to your ability to connect to that. Magnify, X, multiply. You're letting your wishes come in. You're resilient. You did not just get this for free is what I'm seeing too with the Five of Cups twice. Like this was not free. This was a lot of work. And it's like somebody did have to like break your heart a little bit. That kind of energy where it's like, but that's what's bringing you towards your Queen of Wands, your independence, your taking control energy. And so something did hurt you in the past, but it taught you to invite help into your life. It taught you to ask for what you need. This energy is this was really easy. Like, I'm just feeling like that's all I have to say. This pile was really short. Your blessing coming in is the gift of discernment. That's what I'm getting. And with sodalite, that's exactly what it is. And then you're divinely protected on the other side. I think I'm good. But I'm going to give you a little bit, I'm going to give you some of the letters. That's what they're called. And that's where we're going to go. We have R, we have Z, we have A. Raz is what I'm hearing. Like razzle dazzle maybe. Or resilience almost. We have V, we have A, we have G, vegetarian, veggie. I'm getting veggie. And then we have two blanks. Vague is what that says. And so I'm getting that something is vague, but something is very clear to you, and you are going to like shine through the dark. And so that's your message. I have this ring on too that I got in one of the readings I did recently. It was in my charm bowl and I forgot about it. And so that's good signs. I'm seeing good signs all around you, and I'm seeing everything perfect. So hi, pile 3. Pile 2 is really short, so you might be coming over from there. But let's start your reading off with some charms. And with some charms. We have a starfish and we have Tinkerbell. Then we have the wheel, and so I'm seeing things are changing for you in a positive way. I feel like you're becoming a star. Your stone was goldstone, which is like desert sand that's been struck by lightning, and it has sparkles in it. No, I'm just kidding. There is a glitters. There's a symbol here. I feel like of it's this stone. I love this stone. This stone's amazing actually, but it's a man-made stone, and so there's a little bit of like a you don't feel like you are what you say you are, kind of. And so that's what I'm seeing is there's a little bit of something that needs to be unlocked for you. And it's just a little bit of a blockage is all I'm seeing. But everything else I'm seeing is very positive. You're being led by angels and you have a fairy godmother that's giving you everything you've ever wanted. The wheels are turning for you. You are a star, baby girl, is what I'm hearing. And you were protected. That's another message that the Goldstone's giving me. It's a message of like spiritual protection, like deflection. Like you're literally guided out of any kind of bad situation that you could ever put yourself into. And so there's this vibe that you can't, literally, you're lucky in that way. And so I'm hearing Lucky by Britney Spears. We have number 21 too, which is hella lucky numbers. And we have some cards. So let's start off with your tarot. You may have saw those cards though. Let's start off with your tarot. We have the 9 of Pentacles. And so I am seeing you go through a lot of hard work. We have the Wheel of Fortune, literally, that's what I was saying. The Queen of Swords. You are learning from everything that's ever happened to you. The 6 of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. Look at the forest. This is what you're blossoming into. And so your wish, I feel like, or not your wish, but your blessing right now, you have 2 of these cards. Your blessing right now is that you're healing so gracefully is what I'm getting. I've left some of the cards sitting here too. Interesting. But yes, you have Alabaster Tablet and you have some other card, but I'm going to read the book's meanings in just a minute. Then we have High Honor. We have Mature Woman. And so yes, I'm getting that you're maturing, you're growing. We have Embrace Your Space. We have Redemption. And we have Heart Over Hustle. And so I'm getting that anything that failed in the past is about to succeed for you. I'm getting that like a long-term goal is going to come true, or like you're going to make a long-term goal happen for yourself. You're going to bring something really big in soon. The Ace of Swords. So very similar vibes to the last pile, but I'm just seeing that like, I'm seeing that it's like the matured version of the last pile. So this is like even further in the future of the last pile. It's like everything's coming true for you again, and you're just going to feel so lucky about it. You're just going to feel so blessed. And you are blessed. I literally see you being protected, being healed by your spirit guides. We have the Page of Cups. You are walking on the path of your spiritual guide. Like literally on the path of your spirit guides now. That's the 7 moons. Then we have the King of Coins, which is your spirit guides watching you. The 9 of Wands and the Empress. And so this is your next level up is what I'm getting. This is the level up that's after your last one if you're from the last pile. But I'm getting that you are working very hard, and now it's like you're coming to a place where it's like you're still pushing hard, but like you're in this receptive energy where things are just flowing in for you. We have We Fly Together. Your Path. We have Trust. Beautiful cards. We have the Heart Chakra. Some more green energy. And then we have the Solstice. And so this is around like April, almost in April. The longest in like the equal day. And then this is also in the fall. And so I'm getting spring and fall are big here. And so I'm getting that last fall was very big for your transformation. And then this spring is like when this transformation is going to happen, and it's going to be very large. But I'm seeing the 7 moons. So I feel like all the blessings are coming in for you. I'm actually going to read the book. Because I know a little bit about this card, but I really like it. It's one of my favorite cards of all of the decks I have. Literally, though, it is. There he is. It is a Filipino mythology, and it is the Page of Cups. Is connected to his emotions and expresses himself wholly in a youthful purity. This card is one of the 7 young moon siblings playing with Shu Shin, a Chinese god of same-sex relationships who ties the red thread of fate that connects lovers. And so he's tying that around his foot. And so I feel like you are literally falling in love with somebody right now. It says youthful idealism, sensitivity, romance, and spirituality. You are connecting with the spirituality of love is what I'm hearing. You are working very hard right now, and it's like it's hard to believe that your blessings are coming in. I feel like there's a disbelief a little bit still. And so there's still just a little bit of like the universe protecting you from yourself just a little bit. There's still a little bit of self-sabotage. And it's this Queen of Swords energy, I feel like. You're very extraordinary. You know how to share your you know how to share your truth is what I'm seeing. And that with the mature woman, I feel like it's just an energy of like, sometimes you don't let people in. Sometimes you don't let opportunities happen for you. Sometimes you really block opportunities off and you're a little bit scared of opportunities. But that's what keeps you, I feel like, too. Like, I'm hearing in the game. And so ahead of the game just a little bit. That's what keeps you, like, going. Is like you want to push forward and you want to be a pioneer. You enjoy being a pioneer and you trust the universe. You follow your path. You know what is for you, what is not for you. And you're willing to only go for what's for you. But I feel like sometimes you miss out on opportunities because you're just a little bit closed off to things. I feel like you wait for the keys to be handed to you a little bit sometimes, and it's like you don't have to often go after the key yourself. And so it's just like this Mario is what I'm getting, like where you're like completing levels and like going through things, and it's like there's like a boss fight at the end. And so that's kind of what I'm getting. That's how love feels to you, I feel like too. Is it feels like a fight sometimes, and you don't like that. So why does it feel like a fight? Let's see. I'm gonna ask. Why does it feel so difficult to just give in sometimes? And to let the universe take control? I'm noticing heart over hustle, but we have the King of Cups. And so this masculine energy too. And then the Two of Cups. Okay. And so in love, I feel like you have a difficulty letting other people, like, you have a difficulty, like, trusting other people, I guess is what it is. Your heart's a little bit closed off. It's a little bit scared to trust people. And I feel like this is one of your last shadows that you're shedding, and this is what's allowing you to fall in love, kind of. It's what's putting you together. We fly together. Because we have the Two of Cups too now on there, and that's a bunch of soulmate vibes. I just saw the Four of Wands on the floor too. Let's see the card. The Five of Cups. There's always that one. What's that song? It's like there's always that one that'll stay with you forever. There's always that one. It's My Boo by who is it by? I can't remember. But that song is what's playing in my head right now. Then the Eight of Cups. We're still lugging behind some of the past, just a little bit. And the Five of Swords. It's like you're mad about it too. You know what you're doing and you recognize it, but you haven't stopped. And then I'm getting the Solstice vibes where it's like halfway there. And then the Four and the Six of Wands. Like, that's literally like... And so, what I'm getting is that there is kind of a soulmate connection here. That's really got you, like... That's really got you stuck. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you couldn't see your life without them in a way. It's like you don't want your life without them in a way is what I'm hearing. And so there is always this, like... I'm hearing there's always that one. And so there's always this lingering energy with you. It's like when you enter a relationship, you're like, this won't work out because I know this. It's like this holding on to the past. It says the Aces Club. And so that's interesting. I feel like you're somebody who has, like, you hold yourself in high regard. It's just, there's just this lingering energy that the Six of Cups, this nostalgia that's holding you back. And then we have 7-7, and then this card, it literally has 7-7 on it. And then we have the Queen of Wands with the King of Wands. The Ace of Cups. And one more card. The King of Pentacles. And so back up here. I feel like you're just lugging the past behind. I'm so sorry. Your heart is heavy from the past, though, is what I'm getting. I'm going to read the book for the white light cards, but this pile was really pretty, like, explanatory, too, I feel like. It was really, like, short and sweet. The message. Is that once you drop the past, literally everything can come true for you. But it's like right now, everything is coming true for you, and you already experienced this, and it's like it's just continuing to happen. It's like a continuation of what I said in the last reading. I feel like just that everything is perfect, everything is awesome. That's what I'm hearing. Everything is cool when you're part of a dream. It says, gather your energies and go within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms. Rather than trying to force yourself to keep the pace of the external cues. Commit to your own natural timing and pace. You are ground and connect to your center. You will realize that your spiritual power is to be at cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you to let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. And then Alabaster Tablet's telling me about, like, I'm pretty sure it's about, like, the kings and the gods. Let's see. It says, you were remembering at a soul level. You were tapping into your greater awareness and understanding of the higher life's purpose shall become even clearer to you. You may invoke unsettling changes within you, but that change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You are protected and guided to all times. Especially when you feel uncertain about your cause, you are truly loved. Perfect. That's all. Like, that's the message. And then we even have, look at this. No, you didn't have the 4-leaf clover. Last pile did. And the 4-leaf clover's right there. I'm saying, I don't need to give this reading. This reading's set in stone.